Love 15.
Well, there's a mixed start.
15 all.
It's an interesting service motion. It's not the smoothest you've ever seen, but it looks very effective. And the left-handedness, I think, is generally an advantage in this sport.
Oh, plenty of power and great touch. Good combination.
30-15.
Well, he looks like a lithe 21-year-old. Excited to be out here. Just had his first ATP Tour victory. That's no mean feat. It's a difficult thing to win an ATP Tour singles event. So he'll be riding high. He'll be believing in himself. Young Ugo.
Let's for serve.
Not as if there were any pushovers to get past either in that Auckland title.
No. Yeah, well, he can go both ways on that second court. That's obvious.
Let's for serve. Let for serve. Game over. First game.
Well, that lefty serve is going to result in Johnny Millman doing plenty of toing and froing along that baseline.
John Millman to serve. Let's for serve. Love 15.
You get the feeling you're going to see Humbert stand up on the baseline, Gary. Take the ball early. Use variety and keep Millman on the defensive when he can.
15 all.
Great depth from
13,
Millman.
15.
And a great second serve.
40, 15.
Very deep, kicked up, made it difficult, impossible in fact, for Humbert to get the reply in court. Game points for Millman. Oh, what a shot.
Yeah. Well, a low
14,
percentage shot. That's
13.
not easy to make from there. Everything was telling you this was low percentage. He's going backwards when he makes contact.
Over the high part of the net.
Yep.
And arrow straight down the line.
Again, Millman. One game all for service.
So it's obvious from the outset that Humbert's just got that greater variety with the left-handed serve. But Johnny Millman, a couple of points in that game, did a really good job to get to the low ball and get it back over the net and in just inside the baseline. Keep some pressure on the Frenchman, keep him moving backwards. Oop.
15 love. Legs for serve. Wait, please.
He stands pretty wide on that second chord, probably a fraction closer to the tram line than the centre tee, and that gives him the opportunity to hit that wide slice to the second court, but he's got a very natural straight one too, doesn't he? So he looks a bit tough to read on this first serve. A bit closer on this side to the middle.
Thirty, 15.
So the wide serve to the second court, going of course to the shorter reach of the two-hander out here. If he goes wide. But you can't edge too far to the left if you're Millman, because he knows he's got the one down the middle too.
Like that.
Yeah.
40, 15.
Oh, classic
Game
play.
over.
2 games to 1.
Netherlands,
The
2
Frenchman,
games to 1
Ugo
for
Humbert,
service.
in the first set of this match against Australia's John Millman.
He's not afraid to pull the trigger, is he?
No.
And that's confidence
Love
related. I mean,
15.
that's that lower percentage shot again, but gee, he looked like he wasn't going to miss that. That win under the belt last week in Auckland, his first tournament at this level ever, is obviously giving him plenty of confidence.
Just, oh, he made it. Just caught the line.
Yeah.
No, Millman's going to
Millman is
challenge.
challenging the call.
Worth a challenge too,
Right
I thought.
far sideline.
Very close.
The ball was
Yeah.
called in.
I think worth a challenge here for sure. Most of this ball is out. It's just whether it touches. Oh my goodness, and it does.
That is the merest fraction.
Love 13.
Bare millimetre.
Wonderful forehand, wasn't it? He's dangerous with that shot. Looks like he's going to hook it across court a lot of the time, but he's got the ability to do that, has Humbert. Gee, no pace. No
Love
pace on the
13.
return. It sat there. The
Mr.
depth
Millman has 2 challenges remaining.
was advantageous for the Frenchman, but not able to generate his own speed there, Millman.
3 break points against the Australian player. He's a great counter puncher, Johnny Millman.
30-14.
Leighton Hewitt there in the middle of your screen. Jamin Crabb on our left, Leighton's right.
Great serve. 3 break points saved.
Deuce. Advantage.
Well, an important
Millman.
turnaround here. An early break can set the tone in a set. And there's the legend.
Tony Roach.
Deuce.
Talk about the confidence from that win last week in Auckland. for Ugo Humbert. Last week was only 4 days ago, actually.
Thank you.
So he's still got on an adrenaline high. Out.
Out. Advantage, Humbert.
Fourth break point for the Frenchman. This is the first big psychological test of the match. That's out. He'll challenge, but he'll get no satisfaction.
Right baseline. The ball was called out.
Oh, he
Play the
will.
points.
Oh, good challenge by the Frenchman.
Replay the point. Well, Millman has to be aware, doesn't he, of that
Advantage,
forehand down the
Millman.
line, because his stock standard shot is to hook it across court and vary the width, the height of the spin and the width to take Millman out of court, but he can really quickly change direction with the forehand. It's dangerous.
Deuce.
Becoming a telling game, isn't it?
Advantage, Humbert.
Fifth break point.
Just have to pick the right ball when you go for that shot, though.
Deuce.
It's a couple now. He's sprayed wide. You have to be in position, balanced, and just pick the right ball if you're going to pull the trigger down the line there.
Heavy serve from Millman.
Advantage, Millman.
It's certainly a contrast in styles, isn't it?
Absolute.
That's what's so exciting, I think, or one of the things about our sport, the matchups, the different styles.
Oh, that was a great serve out wide.
Millman.
And collected another foot and a half higher. Would have collected the umpire.
He got a big piece of this too.
Pulls it wide. Millman holds serve, survives 5 break points in the first big test. The first set of this match.
2 games all.
Yeah, I think he'll be relieved there, no doubt. I mean, he hasn't felt 100% comfortable. I think he's chatting to Leighton, I think, on the side of the court, and his supporters there just verbalising his discomfort, I think, in the early stages, but it might help him settle down here, Millman.
Fifteen love.
A couple of times now we've seen a slower ball into that forehand wing of Millman, where he hasn't been able to generate enough power on that forehand wing. He's dumped it in the net a couple of times there. Has to lift his sights.
That's part of the fascination about the game. You made the point about the different styles. It's like watching a chess game unfold.
Love.
He has John Millman on the back foot a little bit on his own service games, because he's setting up some short replies on the first serve. Tough to pick where the first one's going, especially to this court. Look how wide he stands here, creating more angle. But that might be his favourite serve. Looks like he's going to go wide a lot as a left-hander.
And then deceptively, bang, he could go down the centre. Missed it on that occasion. Took the power off the ball again there. Humbert holds serve to love. Time will tell.
A couple of times the ball's fallen off the strings of the Frenchman there when he's taken his right hand off the two-hander and just sliced the ball. That one hit off centre. So Millman might use that a bit more, a bit higher, a bit wider to that backhand, make him defend with it.
Oh. 30 love.
First serve percentage is going to be critical for Millman here, and it's lagging at the moment.
Out. 40 love.
Out.
40-15.
He's a popular figure, isn't he, Millman?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a sign of a good counter-punching backhand, Gary, there, that two-hander. Millman's going to need to do a bit more with this approach if he's going to come in against this.
Fans rally to Millman because they love to see somebody overcome adversity, to endure and win through in the end. And that's what he does. That's his signature. And even when he doesn't win through in the end, he's heroic in defeat.
3 games all for sets.
A little bit like your good self. that was a question.
No, no answer to that.
That was actually a statement, Gary. Yeah, look, he is a popular figure, and you know that you're going to get your money's worth, and he doesn't have the variety of a lot of players, including the opposition today, but he's a man you don't mind paying your money to go and see, because you know you're going to get your full dollar's worth.
Well, Humbert went for the classic switch of direction to go down the line there, and didn't pull it off. Found the net, the high part of the net this time. Oh, full marks. That's just extraordinary tennis from Humbert.
Well, that's the shot he's been a little frail with in this first set so far. It's a weapon. He's hit some good winners from that left-handed forehand down the line, but he's also made a few unforced errors, and he needs to be careful there.
15-30, chance for Millman to apply some pressure here. Opportunity now for the Australian. 15-40 the Frenchman serve.
15-14.
Well, after experiencing this game, you'd expect John Millman to hit more balls into that forehand wing. It's just been a little loose here, and it's got him into trouble, the Frenchman. Telling himself he went the wrong way there, Millman. It's all about risk for reward in so many ways in this game. You know, that wasn't going to be a winner even, but he went for the lower percentage shot. So just dropped his percentage chance a little bit to win the point, Millman, there, simply by his choice of shot.
Deuce.
And he brings out Old Faithful. First serve down the middle on that second court for Humbert.
Advantage Humbert.
Just missed. The Frenchman holds serve.
New balls plays ball change. Humbert leads 4 games to 3 for set. New balls.
Oh,
gee,
it's twice.
It's becoming
15
habitual.
love.
Well, that's caused by the new balls. So they shoot through a little more. They're a bit faster through the air because they're more compact. Their felt hasn't deteriorated and made the volume of the ball bigger yet. And it helps the serve. It gets
30 love.
it rushes the opponent a little bit, the returner. So using them well on the first 2 points. John Millman.
Love.
You could also see from that return that he just lost control of that Humbert because the ball just flies on you a little bit when it's new.
Even on the second serve.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a love game for Millman. Courtesy of a little help from the new balls.
Neil Fraser, as a Davis Cup captain, used to always say, make sure you use all 6 of these new balls. Don't just play with the same one. Take advantage of the new ball. You should be able to serve a little better with it. Get a bit of help off the court. Play the percentages, son.
Wise words from a wise man. Did he have to tell you that more than once?
Thank
No,
you.
I'd forget. Yeah. Well, I needed every bit of help I could get with my serve, Gary. New balls helped. In the balance, isn't it, here? First set. Good competitive opener.
Could have gone either way there. The Frenchman
15
just
love.
held off for that fraction of a second, then whipped it.
His forehand has definitely been a weapon and a weakness into it on occasions in this first set. He sprayed a few, but it's got potential, hasn't it? And he knows how to create angle with it.
Love. Oh. 40 love. Game Humbert. Humbert leads 5 games to 4 seconds.
20 unforced errors from the Frenchman. All right, Millman must hold serve here to stay in this first set. 4-5.
Well, he didn't close quickly enough there, Johnny. I think there was a hesitation.
15.
And maybe an approach to the net almost because he, at the last minute, he wasn't initially
Committed?
No, he didn't. Not his first thought process there. So that's where the forehand is, I'm sure, is frustrating Humbert in this first set. You know, he gets love 15 at 4-5. Big opportunity, not a difficult return. He just misses the first forehand.
Please.
So it's a dangerous time for Millman. The Frenchman can be flashy, just as likely to hit 2 winners, and instead of the 2 errors we've seen off the forehand in the first 4 points here. Oh, a big mistake. Yep.
30-14.
Still a third game with these balls, and they're still flying a little bit. Hot, sunny conditions. It's a set point now to the Frenchman. Stepped it up a bit there, Millman. You could his heart rate was up pretty high. He knew how important the point was, and There was good depth and penetration and a lot of spin to play it safe there. Excellent depth, and this one even better.
Advantage, Millman. Deuce.
Outstanding serve from Millman. Best first serve for the match. 196 kilometres per hour. Straight down the tee. Second game point for Millman to take it to 5-all. Survived one set point against him. Excellent serve again. 5-all.
5 games all for sets.
Twice he's had his back to the wall in this first set. Twice he's come through, Millman, against the flashier and arguably the more brilliant stroke play of the Frenchman.
Millman's challenging the call on the
And
left
quite
side.
right to challenge too, I
Ball's
think.
in.
Hawkeye will determine. Oh no, look at that.
15 love.
So forfeiting the point as soon as that
Millman
happens.
had
If you
1-1
challenge,
remaining.
you don't get a second bite at the cherry. You roll the dice right there and then. It's the one he's got to be careful with, Humbert, when he changes direction. The ball coming from Millman's backhand corner with angle across court. It's not easy to change the direction of that forehand. You'd think a bit easier, I think, for the two-hander controlling the backhand wing, but that forehand, he's been inclined to spray a bit. He's got to be careful when he chooses to go there.
Great job by Millman to stay in the point there and then eventually force the error from
13.
Humbert.
Yeah, there's more margin for error on the Millman ground strokes. This is his strength here. You can see straight up off the strings there to create the height. It's just more margin for error. The Frenchman's ball a lot flatter in trajectory.
Faults puts him under real pressure here. 15-40.
Yeah, that looked nervous. That was unconvincing.
Dear me.
Well, his eyes lit up, didn't they?
They did.
30.
He saw the
14.
gap down the line there on the break point.
Lifted his head and just mishit the ball. Still a break point in Millman's favour here.
Well, he was on the defensive from day one in that rally. He was struggling to get back on an even keel virtually every shot there, Millman. And to the Frenchman's credit, Gary, he really pressed the issue on the big point and kept the ball in. He was the aggressor there.
Advantage, Humbert.
He perseveres with trying to run around that backhand to take it on the forehand wing on that first court, and the ball just keeps following him, doesn't it, with a natural curve of the left-hander's serve there.
Which means he's got to, if he gets the ball back in play, he's then got to cover more ground to get back in position for the next ball. Another double, third of the match for Humbert.
And I wouldn't have picked the nervousness, Gary, on that second serve. He's shown signs here in this game that he gets tight on the big point.
Well, this is an even bigger point.
Deuce.
Bit of tightness there too, I think. Just let that ball get too close to his body on the two-hander, Millman.
No argument. 195 kilometres, third ace for Millman at a critical point. Gives him game point. Survived 3 break points here.
The toing and froing. Long first set.
It is a long first set, a very testing first set. And is going to be critical to the outcome of the match.
Advantage,
Two great serves under pressure. was there, but tried to go the narrow angle down the sideline, caught the top of the net, and the Frenchman holds on. Humbert, 6 games to 5. And what an atmosphere we've got here on court 3. Millman serving at 5-6. First set has survived a set point.
Love 15.
Seems like an hour ago, but that was only a couple of games back.
Well, a sign of a young player here. You see occasionally with Humbert, he's learning his craft. Those types of points at love 15, you need to make that. It was an easy return, really. Just giving away the few unforced errors at the wrong time. It's been the difference, I think, in this set for him. And possibly needs a little work on the slice. It's not a fully developed shot yet for mine. But I think the upside in his game is significant.
Absolutely. Come a long way in 12 months. He's got a long way to go yet. But all the signs are there. That's the first ace for Millman.
14-15.
Played both lines in that encounter.
14-13.
Still game point for Millman to push it into a first set tie break.
Legs first serve.
Just overcooked it.
Well, I was about to say just the type of point that John Millman likes, because he wins the majority of those.
And was hitting with terrific power and depth right up to that point. Just overcooked that one.
So we were starting to take a tiebreaker for granted here, but not so now.
Advantage.
That's a little unusual too, because he plays the percentages so much in his game, Millman, and that was a lower percentage on such a big moment.
Set point for the Frenchman for the second time. Had one back in the 10th game.
There's the immaturity of the young player still. It's not the first time. A second serve on set point, this has to go into play. You cannot give a good player relief like that. So, still learning, the youngster.
Oh, what a shot.
Advantage.
Humbert was
Millman.
anticipating down the line from Millman, was moving in that direction. Millman was wide awake to that.
Yeah, and the opportunities you are presented in some sets are fleeting. If you don't grab them, you pay the price.
Good on you, Johnny Millman. That was thinking man's tennis.
6 games all, first set, tiebreak.
Quite fittingly, we go to a
Both
tiebreak.
players will receive 1 additional challenge. Thank you. Thank you. Millman.
Bad way to start. Tiebreak. Frenchman fourth double fall to the match.
Let for serve. On the left centre serve. The ball was called in.
Well, my guess is on top of the line. Oh, there we go.
2-0 Millman.
So he stepped it up a bit, Millman, there.
It's the highest defensive lob I've ever seen.
He played within himself, didn't he?
2-1
Smart.
Millman. Mr. Humbert has...
Didn't try to overplay the smash there. Humbert just played it for what it was worth. Good percentage.
No.
2-2. Millman.
Again in the ascendancy in the tiebreak now. Millman with 2 serves to follow. the same way, Millman.
4-2 Millman.
Yeah, and it's good to see him attack when he gets plenty of time. I mean, these balls were just begging to be hit, really. Once you get your opponent on the defensive and he drops one short there in the middle of the court, don't just continue the rally, Gary. Put the ball away.
It's the advice of a grizzled veteran of the game, isn't it? No, quite right, Fitz. One more serve to come from Millman at this end. 4-2 up in the tiebreak.
Been his Achilles heel, I think, at the end of the day here in the first set. The forehand down the line that he takes more risk with. Chastising himself there, Ugo, telling himself it should have been back across court. That's where the percentage was. So no more room for slip-ups here for the Frenchman. Yeah, he really controlled the point there. It's only subtle, but he was the aggressor slightly in that point. And the Frenchman covered a lot of territory.
2 Millman.
And that cumulative toll at the end of this long grinding point caused this.
Now, the Australian player, John Millman, has set points here, having survived 2 set points against him in the 10th and 12th games. Everything riding on a second serve here from Humbert. Oh.
6-3 Millman.
Still 3 set points up, Millman on his own serve now. From Millman, the Australian takes the first set. 7 points to 3 in the tiebreak. An hour and 14 minutes for the first set. Right, ready at last.
Love 15.
Playing to Millman's strengths on that point. Point. Millman normally is not what you call a confidence player. He likes a lot of positive reinforcement from fellow players. But winning through that first set in those circumstances has got to give him a huge lift.
Well, if you lose a set like that, you've played for an hour and 15 minutes for no result. Strange scoring system we have. The younger players, I don't worry about them, but I always think, well, they're probably a little more prone here to drop off the pace subconsciously a bit more than...
Hey, I've got the first set, I can relax now.
Well, and if you lose the first set, you can also drop off. So a few unforced errors there, which worries me a little bit for Humbert. He needs to
First game, second set.
Knuckle down, concentrate hard. Not easy for a youngster.
Well, Millman's been through that experience and he knows the difference and knows how important that is. I mean, not only did he have to scrap to the best of his ability to get through or to survive 2 set points himself and then win through in the tiebreak. He knows, having survived that, how important the first game of this set was. But Ugo Humbert has got all the shots, just needs to temper things on a couple of them, on the ones that are his most dangerous weapons, actually. He's a force to be reckoned with.
Love 15.
Well, the forehand continues to waver for me. When he has time and he can go either way, especially across court is safer, but a shot like that, he needs to stop pulling the trigger so early because it's costing him.
Oh, great.
Love 13.
They're not doing enough with this volley. I think he went for the drop volley, as a lot of the players do, the Europeans, South Americans, especially when they play on clay. They come in and drop volley a lot, Gary, but on this court you've got to be very careful because the ball will bounce high off this surface. Millman there just not showing enough feel there.
15-13.
Easy to sit here and say, but it's a split-second decision he has to make here. If he's going to go down the line, he has to keep it lower than this. He just pushes it up way too high. That's an easy put away.
Should have gone cross court.
Well, in retrospect, possibly. He pointed that way, didn't he?
40-30.
That's where he's made some mistakes himself, Millman, when there's no pace to the forehand. So that slice, I thought for a moment might go wide, but it landed on the line, but it had no pace on it.
And Millman's got to try and generate pace himself and get it up and over the net.
Correct.
Oh,
Game
good play.
1 game all, second service.
From love 15 to hold serve. 1 game all. Contrast in styles here, and what a contrast in the weather to this time yesterday.
Love. Love. $30-15.
Close call.
Mr. Millman is challenging the call on the right-hand sideline. The ball was called in.
Out.
Correction, out.
Yes. Was called out, but it was in.
So that puts John Millman at a disadvantage there. He was in a good spot there to try and win that point if the mistake hadn't been made on the line call. They'll replay it.
Oh. 30 all.
I thought for sure he was going across court there, John Millman, with the safe one. Maybe a last second change of mind.
Risk and no reward there.
Yeah, fantastic backhand there from Millman. That was a little awkward. The serve was good and the return was
30.
in an awkward place for Millman. It dropped short just before that one touched the net, and he had to get that up high quickly and into the court, the backhand across. And not an easy smash, but one that he should make.
Deuce.
Millman's first double fault for the match. Puts him under a bit of pressure here on serve in this third game of the second set.
Advantage, Humbert.
Break point first of them in this set against Millman.
Game
And that's the first break of the serve for the match.
New balls, ladies, ball change.
It goes against Millman. Humbert leads by 2-1.
Get rid of her.
Humbert leads 2-1, second set.
Frenchman strikes first, 2-1 up, second set.
New balls. Should help his serve.
Love 15.
I put the mozza on him. Did you see how far that first one swung away though? You know,
Yeah.
you get that in the court and it's probably going to be a winner. So generally speaking, I think
Wait, please.
the new balls help.
Fault.
He's on 5 double faults for the match. Second serve here.
Fifteen all.
He's dropped off the pace a fraction, Johnny Millman here, I think. He's missing a few shots now early in the second that are a little bit uncharacteristic for him.
Bit of a tired shot there from Humbert into the net. Well, what an ankle.
30 all.
Very wide, short serve, kicking right out. Chance for Millman to get this break back.
30-14.
He looked a little bit anxious there, didn't he? Humbert just trying to press the issue a bit early in the rally. It was slow and high bouncing. Pretty hard to control that two-hander from that bounce. Best time to break back straight away.
Well, that's the way to do it.
2 all, second set.
Well, both of these guys have contributed to their own downfall on the previous 2 service games. Important now for Millman to consolidate that break.
15 love.
Hit that to perfection, Millman.
30 love.
Had it measured, stepped inside the baseline. High part of the net, no worry. There we go.
Yeah, it's certainly a big opportunity for him to really get his teeth into this second set now and getting the break back in hand. And I mean, he leads a set, get ahead in this set, and things start to look good from your point of view, but there's just too many points like that at the moment. Both players going through a bit of a flat spot, and I'll try not to dwell on that too long because that's what happens over 5 sets. There's peaks and valleys, second, third wins, but a good chance here for Millman to establish himself even more.
Not like that.
30 all.
Indicating that it was the sun that caused him the problem there. He's looking directly up into the sun on serve.
Well, wrong choice of shot. When you hit a drop shot on this hard surface here,
It was a let-off for Millman, wasn't it?
yeah, you better hit it perfectly because even though he's deep in the court, look, he gets to this at the top of the apex, Gary. That was an easy put away. The drop shot invited him there to hit a winner.
Game point, Millman.
Deuce.
Match of contrasts here. Contrast the weather conditions that we're experiencing as opposed to yesterday.
Thank you. Let first serve. Advantage, Humbert.
Well placed. First serve saves the break point for Millman.
Advantage, Millman.
Second ace for the match. Third ace, I beg your pardon. Takes a deep breath, Millman. survives a break point. Millman 3-2 ahead on the scoreboard, and he leads by 1 set to love.
Millman leads 3 games to 2 second sets.
Yeah, you've talked often
15
about
love.
we have about the bushfires and how we still are open for business in Australia, Gary. We want people to come to this country. Hey, come and see the Australian Open, by the way. We're open for business.
Yes, the drop-off in international tourist numbers has been a
15
bit
all.
alarming. Some people around the world, because of media reports, think the whole country's on fire. Not true. Bad, yes. Heroic efforts to save people's lives and counter the bushfires, yes. But we're a bit like John Millman, a resilient country.
Fault.
And an attractive country, I might add.
Well,
15,
But you and I have
13.
travelled a lot. We've got friends all over the world. I've got a couple in Chicago that are watching this. John and Susan Roquez. I want to send them my best. Tell them to, all of our mates, to come down here.
get on the plane, be
Yeah.
here. Where else would you want to be on a day like this? Probably another break up.
No, we want them all to come. This event is incredible, actually. And it's incredible for a young player to come out here like Ugo Humbert and experience this early in his career. He's playing a bit of experience here today, isn't he?
He is. The muscle that Millman put on that last forehand into the corner,
15-14.
forcing the error from Humbert. And under a big threat here on serve at 15-40.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
There's that
Again.
forehand. It costs him dearly again. We have mentioned it earlier. And this time he shows his frustration, Humbert. That's costly.
Millman leads 4 games to 2 second sets.
Yes, a set and 4-2 to Millman. Why would you want to be in the Windy City when you could be here on a day like this? I mean, I couldn't have said that yesterday.
Yeah, we had our fair share yesterday. That forehand is almost Humbert's biggest strength and sometimes his biggest weakness to me.
Well, somebody's going to be in his ear about it after this match.
Oh, he's got his young opponent doing a lot of the work now,
He
Gary.
has, hasn't he? And who said John
15
Millman doesn't have
love.
variety in his game?
Well, he used the angles well here and made his young French opponent cover a lot of territory. He's standing in the middle of the court dictating. And again, there's the angle. It's produced by the topspin.
30 love.
He's starting to look a little bit ominous here, Millman.
Well, experience counts for plenty, and Millman's got plenty of it.
40 love.
It's probably the secret of being a solid professional at this sport, isn't it? Just being able to maintain the level for a longer period of time. It sounds simple. It's not always hard, not always easy to do for a youngster. Millman too good at the moment.
He keeps on keeping on, the Australian player. 5-2 in the second set now.
That's been the difference. If you give those 3 points to a consistent professional like Millman, it can have a nasty
deleterious effect.
I didn't know you were such a wordsmith.
Oh, well, you were right, though. Why use a big word when you can use a short one?
Very good. You know, there's plenty of comedians out of work in Australia, you know, and you think you're funny, Gary.
Oh. 30 love.
He'll be breathing a little easier, Millman. That was tense that first hour and 15 minutes, wasn't it, in the first set? Just continued his form, hasn't dropped off at all, and has benefited on the scoreboard there. And I think directing more traffic
30,
probably
15.
to the single-handed forehand of Humbert now, just getting more and more of these free points, and it's helping the cause from Millman's point of view.
Called out. No need for the challenge. Not from Humbert anyway. What about Millman?
I think he thought about
Millman
it.
is challenging the call.
Oh, he
is.
More than thought about it. Almost right in the apex here, I think. Now that is out.
It's out, yeah.
Just by a millimetre or two, I would think. Wide was the call.
Game, Humbert.
It's a big game now. This is a pivotal game. If Millman consolidates here,
Second set.
it is a long way back for the young Frenchman.
Remaining.
It feels like Millman is wearing him down, but this is a big mental hurdle right now. If he will certainly create a big mental hurdle for his opposition if he wins this game. Well, he looked like he just mentally set himself there, Millman, and told his younger opponent, I'm not going to miss.
15 love.
The first point is important in these bigger games. It's almost like a 2-point swing, isn't it, if you compared to losing the point. So in good shape here, the Aussie.
challenging the call on the left centre serve. The ball was called in. Love.
Call's correct. Another error.
From the forehand wing.
Set points.
Love.
3 of them for
Mr.
Millman.
Humbert has 2 challenges remaining.
5-3, 40 love. First set already in his pocket. 7 games to 6.
By 2 sets to love.
"40 minutes, the second set, in contrast to the first. Took an hour and 15.
But he's a good competitor, we know that. He's won his first tournament last week. First ATP tournament I'm talking about. No mean feat for a youngster. First things first. He needs to hold serve, try to get on the game in this set.
Let second serve.
That's out. Challenge comes quickly from Humbert.
Millman is challenging the call.
Well, Millman is now challenging because the umpire called that out. So Millman is challenged here. He's hoping he catches the line.
No, it does not.
15 love. Love.
That serve will win him a lot of points as his career progresses.
Let for serve. Love. Mr. Millman has 2 challenges remaining. $40-15.
When Millman's down in a game like this, you can see
the craftiness emerging in his choice of shot.
His choice of shot becomes a little more risky. If he's down in the game, he's prepared to take more risk and have a crack and finish the point earlier. The closer it gets, or if he's desperate to win a point, the percentage of his ball flight increases. So he spins the ball more, plays it more safe.
Game over. First game, third set.
Quick drink stop on the change of ends for both players as conditions warm up here in the early part of the afternoon in Melbourne. We've seen plenty of twists and turns in this match so far, and it's not over, not by a long chalk.
I always find it fascinating, the scoring system in this sport. It's been over 2 hours. There's the win predictor now. It should be well and truly in favour of Millman. It is.
91%.
Well, I think in these circumstances, not unreasonable, really. I mean, it could be a little less than that, but if you're 2 sets to love up against a young player like this, you're heavily
15.
favoured, that's for sure. But the scoring system, I always find fascinating. 2 hours they've played, a little bit more. The Frenchman hasn't been successful in either of the first 2 sets. He has to start again. He's played over 2 hours for nothing on the scoreboard. That can be mentally taxing.
It's a cruel system.
Love 30.
But the ones who come out on the winning side come out on their merits. You can't deny them that.
Love 40.
Well, in trouble on serve very quickly, Millman.
Game there.
Well,
There leads 2 games to love, third sets.
Millman, a couple of unforced errors there on shots that you'd expect he would normally make.
It's a bit of a phenomenon to me that intensity levels of players seem to drop off at the beginning of sets. They put all the effort into the previous business end of the previous set, and good shot there.
Good shot, yep. Maybe he looked at the win predictor
Love
and thought,
15.
I'm doing all right here, I'll just take a small breather.
Can be dangerous. Not a bad volley there, good stretch, but wonderful feel from Millman there.
Out. Love 13.
Millman right onto that wide serve now to the second court. Was out there for it. Ball back in play. Pressure on the Frenchman. Better result. Can Millman break back immediately as he did early in the second set?
Let. First serve. 15-13. All.
Well, he did it in the second set. John Millman losing his serve early, broke straight back with a little help from his friend down the other end, and looking ominous here too. History might repeat itself.
Overdid it, and that's the break back immediate for Millman.
New balls, please. Ball change. Umbert leads 2 games to 1, third set. New balls. Love 15.
Oh, there's the risky one that this time pays
Love
off.
13.
If you're balanced and set and you choose the right ball, it's not so risky, but it is riskier than going back across court for sure. But pretty much hits it perfectly that time.
Well, this is going to be a tough task
Love
for John
40.
Millman now at love 40.
Game.
I think the new ball's contributing a little bit. The ball, that one rushing Millman
That
there,
is 3
ball
games
coming
to
back
1,
quickly,
third set.
skidding through a little more than normal.
3 successive service breaks early in this third set put Ugo Humbert back in the advantageous position. And with serve to follow, leading 3 games to 1.
Yeah, in some ways you can approach this if you're Humbert with a bit of abandon, really, because You've got a lot less to lose right now than you probably did at the start of the match, I would think. You're down 2 sets.
Love 15.
Might as well take some risks.
Give it your best shot.
Yeah. Come out swinging.
Give it your all, leave no
15
stone
all.
unturned. How many more cliches can we come up with there?
I don't know, but that was a can opening first serve. I know that. Out wide to the second court, and a serve that he will use as time goes on.
To great advantage.
I would think.
Wow. 15-13.
Yeah, well-structured point there. And a little bit of enthusiasm.
30 all.
Magnificent. Backhand certainly opened up this win. It made it easy. And inside the court there, it's easier still. So he was pumped.
Forty 13. Wait, please. Again, Humbert.
The Frenchman, Ugo Humbert, converts the
third set.
break this time, holds serve for 4 games to 1. Taking a bit of steam out of the Millman supporters in the crowd.
Yeah, they're a bit flat, aren't they, at the moment? I think this transforms the court number 3 here. This shade here now. Spectators were
Broiling in the sun.
in previous years. This particular court wasn't covered, and it can be fairly trying out here on a warm day. This is a beautiful day. Low 20s in Celsius. But on a 35-degree day,
Time.
Gary, a different story out
It's a
here with no
frying pan.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny Millman needs to take a stand here. He's up 2 sets to love, no question about that. But breakdown in this 3rd set needs to hold here.
Please find a seat quickly, especially at the end of the courts. Thank you. Any seat, thank you. Love 15. 15 all.
On the line. Millman's challenging.
The call.
Well, the forehand's starting to work for
Right
Humbert here, though.
The ball was called in.
Looked to be on the line.
Yeah, this one across with topspin is certainly a safer ball than the one that he flattens down the line. It catches the outside, I think, yes.
15-30.
He's really flowing a little bit here now. I wonder what that win predictor will do if he wins this third set, Gary. I think it'll make him about a mid to low 70%
challenge remaining.
potential. It'll still be heavily in favour
Of Millman.
Well, 2-1 up, yes. But he's certainly getting his teeth into this third set, Humbert, and giving himself a chance in this match.
Impressive.
Humbert leads.
Well, this approach shot here from Millman is just too much up the
1-6.
middle of the court. Made it pretty easy, really, for the Frenchman, a player of this calibre. So to his credit here, and his mental strength, the 21-year-old Ugo Humbert deserves this chance to get on the scoreboard in the sets column.
Fine touch.
15 love.
Producing a lot in this set that vanished from his game in the second. If he wins this set, I reckon the win predictor will be 60-40.
Okay. I'm guessing 72, 28.
Fifteen all.
I'm a bit worried, though, because you're a man who knows your percentages, Gary.
Only when it applies to horses.
Hey, no one knows those, surely.
Thirty 15.
Yeah, the intensity gone a little bit out of Johnny Millman, down 5-1 here. Probably already, in a way, starting to think of this fourth set. He'll be looking for a really explosion off the blocks if it does go to 4. A quick start.
Forty 15.
Well, save a little energy. Prepare for the battle in the next set. That looks to be the way it is. Set points, Humbert. Got it. No problem. 6 games to 1.
Love 15. Mr. Humbert is challenging
Yeah, I was
the
going to
goal.
say, but Johnny Millman
Right
was
centre.
lucky
The
to get
ball's
away
gone.
with that. He may not get away with it. I think it has just caught the line. Humbert challenges. Oh, got plenty of the line.
15 all. He
has improved, though.
Two challenges.
Humbert, he's lifted his game, and that's encouraging from a youngster. Probably playing his best tennis in the last 20-odd minutes here now.
Well, Millman very quick to attack the net there
30.
with good result. Short ball landing inside the service box. A reply there from Humbert. First game, fourth set, Millman.
First game, fourth set.
Frenchman being heard now, the supporters of Ugo Humbert in the stands here on court 3 at Melbourne Park.
Where a lot of the benefits are.
15.
If you're good enough to go down the line over the high part of the net and the shorter distance and keep the ball in, if you get it close to the line, you can really influence the outcome of a lot of points. Hit a lot of winners down that way. Just got to be good enough to keep the ball in when you go for it.
Love. Wait, please. Love. Game Humbert.
Love game.
One game all for sets.
It's a long ways still to go in this match, potentially. It's the true test in men's tennis, I think, over 5 sets. Usually over 5, the best player wins. Much harder to beat a higher ranked player over 5 sets than over 3. Because you have to maintain that level for a lot longer.
15 love.
Yes, just ask John Millman. No, not John Millman. John Isner and Nicholas Mahu. They know. Played a couple of the longest matches ever.
Love.
Bit more zest about John Millman here in the first couple of points of this game.
Oh. 30-15.
Your left hand was twitching there.
Yeah, for me, the biggest challenge for this young player is to control this shot. That's the one he sprays. It's less compact than the backhand. But can do some damage too, obviously. So Millman there, keeping his nose in front.
Millman leads 2 games to 1, 4 sets.
A great place for families.
And the permanent grounds are extended into a longer temporary ground area during the tournament, right up into the city, right up to Flinders Street Station, Birrarung Ma, all the way.
Stroll up the Yarra Riverbank and it's party time from the moment you leave Flinders Station.
Gary, it's paradise.
That's because you live here. Wasn't paradise yesterday, son. Right on the line, brought an error from the young fella, looks at the line, decides against the challenge, would have been a wasted effort.
And also Millman there showing some body language after that, getting the first point in his possession there in this opposition service game. One break of serve is what he's searching for.
Love 13.
And certainly at this stage of a match, you get up love 30 and the doubts start creeping into the server's mind here.
And Millman really exerted himself in that previous point. Love 30, Humbert.
Fifteen, 13.
Perfect serve.
30 all.
And that's the one a lefty can use. All the big points in tennis are played, or the majority are played on the second court. And when you're a left-hander,
you've got a big advantage.
You do. And you don't have to hit that serve with too much forward power. It's just direction. Take the speed off the ball helps sometimes to create more angle.
Double. 8th for the match.
30-14.
And a critical one. Break point for Millman.
Wait, please.
Longest rally of the match. It's wide.
Yes.
Linesman took his time, thought about it. The arm went out. Break point saved.
Well, we talked about the different trajectory that Millman creates on the ball, depending on the importance of the point. This was a really important one, and his margin was increased. He had more spin. He's playing safer. Sometimes it works to your advantage. He really did ask the question there of the youngster, though.
Yeah,
Wow. Some of his best tennis there.
absolutely.
Advantage Humbert.
Well, he needs it. If he falters here, Humbert, you'd expect that he would probably go down in this fourth set. So he's making his stand.
Second serve. Game Humbert.
Survives a break point, Humbert.
Two
Whole serve for
games
2
all.
all.
And I think that was as impressive as we've seen from Humbert, because Millman was pressing there. He sensed the opportunity that this was the moment. He tried to play his most consistent tennis for the match, really, certainly in this set, and he just wasn't able to break through. So good effort from the Frenchman.
Just missed the centre line. Yeah, Millman kept dragged out those last couple of points. Longest rallies of the match, the last couple. Trying to force an error from Humbert without effect.
Seems to have found his range.
Love 15.
And he's found a couple of friends in the crowd too that are supporting him. He keeps going back to that support base there just above his head right now. They're back in the first row and he keeps referring to them, giving him some strength.
You said there were no angles in Johnny Millman's tennis.
Not me.
15.
All right.
All.
Interesting development here. Ugo Humbert has called for the trainer.
Well, he's a young body. The miles in the legs are not there yet.
30,
Look at the miles
15.
in Millman's legs. He's done this for a decade. But the youngster's still developing. He's had a lot of tennis. Won his first ATP Tour event last week in Auckland. And his body possibly feeling a little under the weather.
40, 15.
So physicality plays a big part in all of the major championships. I think particularly the ones on hard court and of course Roland Garros and on the clay, French Open. So it's physical.
You're not suggesting Wimbledon is easy.
Oh heck no. Fair bit too hard for me.
No, but as far as the physical
40,
toll
30.
on the body is concerned, yes, the hard courts and the hot weather combined.
Yeah, it's all about recovery time, Gary. And you know, if you play a lot of matches, you might be in form and confident, but you've still got to keep recovering between matches. So this is a step up, best of 5. Imagine playing 7 of these in a row. To get to the final of an event like this.
Game moment.
On serve at 3 games to 2,
Balls,
but
please,
it'll be
full
interesting
change.
what happens here on the change of ends.
3 games to 2, full set.
He knows his opponent to some degree is hurting, but he's serving with new balls here. 2-3.
$15 love. $30 love. $40
Good
love.
way to steer clear of pain. Just
Keep the
finish.
points very short. That's his intent. Yeah,
40,
missed.
15.
It's certainly affecting him though. Just
40,
wincing a little bit
13.
there. So don't be surprised to see Millman try to keep these points a bit longer and to make the Frenchman move. Just pulled up a bit gingerly there.
Game over.
Great
3 games
percentage
all,
play
full
there.
set. Love. That was good.
No, I was going to say that was a quick overrule by umpire Alison Hughes. Good.
Yeah, no damage done really. I mean, if Humbert was in a really dominant position in this point, it would make a difference. But look at the ball that Millman actually hit off that. He had it back deep with some interest on it. So, not an unfair result. Really played again.
Oh, what a shot. Reminiscent of Guillermo Vilas in his heyday.
15 all.
Gee, you've got a long memory.
He did play that shot extraordinarily well.
$30-15. $40-15.
You knew that that is exactly what was going to happen.
40-13.
That was like slow death, wasn't it?
It was.
You just knew it was coming. He was defending more and more, Millman.
Deuce.
Room for some tension here for John.
Wait, please. Advantage, Millman.
No doubt where Millman was concerned.
Deuce. First serve. Advantage, Millman.
Well, if he's hurting Humbert, he's doing a good job of disguising it, making Millman work.
Yeah. And it's just ticked over 3 hours out here. So there'll be an accumulating physical toll. He's showing good signs here, Humbert, isn't he? Millman there with 40-15. Doesn't close out the game now. There's some trouble. Probably hurts Johnny a little bit. His first serve is okay, but it doesn't win him a lot of free points. But he manages to get one here in a big moment. The great servers, of course, can call on that weapon so often.
He holds on. Millman 4-3 ahead on serve in the fourth set, leads by 2 sets to 1.
Fourth set.
3-4, fourth set.
Wait, please.
He knows he can't falter here.
Millman is challenging the call on the right baseline. The ball was called in. Correction, the ball was called out.
As good as gold.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. He was off balance when he played that shot to Humbert.
Well, he reversed what I thought was going to be the result of this point. He was under pressure, Humbert. Millman making the moves in this point. But what a great reaction. Just a short forearm jolt there.
Fault. Love.
Precision placement from the Frenchman, keeping Millman on the hop here.
(30-15).
9 double faults for the match. Never a good time for one.
(40-15).
He's tightened up the errors a lot, Humbert, in the last set and a half. He's making a lot less now, it seems, and keeping the ball in nicely, waiting for his opportunity. It's been a pretty mature performance from a youngster.
Game over.
He's not going
4
anywhere
games, all
fast,
full
is he?
sets.
Meaning he's here to stay, right? He's going to make Millman win this.
Well, like those top Melbourne Cup contenders, you know, Millman's going to stay all day. So Humbert's got a
Please
task.
register quickly, thank you.
But so far,
Why am I,
Any seat,
why am I
thank
not
you,
surprised there was a
behind the
horse
players.
analogy in there?
oh, it's valid, isn't it?
Love.
This is a 2-horse race. There's no each-way betting. No betting at all.
Correct.
No,
15
took
all.
the risk and missed.
Well, not necessarily an easy shot here. Millman plays this well. This is low and awkward. Really rips up on the ball from the behind it and spins it into the corner. Still having trouble, isn't he, Humbert, with the foot? Out of camera there, he was just wincing. It's the left one, we know.
Millman leads 5 games to 4, fourth set.
Oh, dealt with very effectively by the Frenchman.
15 love.
This is an impressive smash. I mean, you can see how high that lob was. Just takes his time, prepares early.
$30 love.
6 days for the match. Couldn't come at a more timely juncture. Yeah, I think it's a fair challenge. I mean, it was very close. If it's got the line, it's only by the merest margin.
I'll take out.
I think so, but I'll wait for the judgment from Hawkeye. Yes, it's out.
We're pretty much sitting on that line. I think the linesman might have been blocked a little bit there to her defence.
$40 love.
Starting to become more animated now. It's Johnny Millman. He's just feeling the pinch a bit.
Let's for serve.
I think it's impressive for a young player like Humbert to play his best tennis in the back half of this match. That's a real good sign of character, I think.
Well, that was a sign of a wounded man.
Yeah, it was a strange one, wasn't it? $40 love makes a bit more sense than trying that on a bigger occasion.
Game there. 5 games all, full sets.
Well, if that was a test, he survived it without too much trouble. And at 5 all, it's up to the serve of Millman to hold up here.
Mr. Millman is challenging the call on the right baseline. The ball was called in.
Well, the Millman supporters are chanting out, but I think they're on the wrong tram.
Love 15.
First serve helping him a bit in
15 all.
the last few
Mr. Millman
games
has
here.
2 challenges remaining.
No real clean aces, is there, from Millman? Not many.
83% of first serves, though, in this set.
Yeah, and they're a bit more effective at the moment. He's getting the odd free point. And setting up shots like that. So the serve working for him a bit.
15.
First serve percentage was down around 50% early stages of the match. Out.
40-15.
Millman ahead 2-1 and 6-5 in the fourth, and the pressure increases inexorably on Ugo Humbert. Serving for 6-all here in the fourth set.
Love.
Millman putting in the physical effort here. He's breathing a little harder at the moment. He's trying to finish it here in the fourth. Yeah, wonderful first serve.
30-15.
A measured first delivery from the Frenchman. 186 Ks, not overly big, but just perfectly placed. The backhand looking very solid too from Humbert, and I think if you're John Millman right now in this crucial part of the match, when you get the chance, you go hard and fast into the forehand wing of the Frenchman.
Goodness, 10 double faults for the match now, and that one puts him right under the hammer.
Well, you don't wish that on anyone. It's a crucial moment. The challenge is there.
Humbert's challenging the call on the left serve. The ball was called out.
It seems like it's long, Gary, to me.
You're not often wrong, but you're right again.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies
what a moment
and
now.
gentlemen. Players already. Please, thank you.
First
please.
match point against Ugo Humbert.
First service. Please, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Let for serve.
Pressure intense on this young man.
Please.
What a way to finish. What a disappointment for Humbert. Victory for John Millman in 4 sets. Great sportsman that he is, John Millman, commiserating with his opponent there. Millman the winner, 7-6, 6-3, 1-6, 7-5. Arms raised in victory, to the rapture of the very pro Australian crowd here on court 3 at Melbourne Park Arena.